So they transferred my uncle from Alcatraz Island to a hospital just off of Los Angeles, and it was an island also, called Terminal Island. And they started treating him for syphilis with this new-found treatment. That's when you start to see in all of the newspapers and history books that Al Capone was violent, he had a temper, they had put him in solitary confinement, he was crazy, dementia from syphilis. Well, it wasn't that. What they were doing with my uncle is they were injecting him with mercury. And if you read Alice in Wonderland, there was a character in there called the Mad Hatter. And that was a man who made all the hats for royalty. And in order to make his work easier, he would dip the thread in mercury. And as sewing, the thread would prick his fingers, and the mercury would get into his system, and it drove him mad. That's what was happening with Al Capone. My mother was pregnant with me when he got out of Terminal Island. And my grandfather had a big party for him back at his house in Cicero, Illinois. And my mother told me that Al would go up to his own sister and say, "Who are you?" Then he would go to somebody else and say, "Who are you?" And then he would go back to the same person and say, "Who are you again?" That was mercury. My grandfather knew something was wrong, terrible was wrong, and they needed to try to help Al Capone. So they found a doctor in Baltimore, Maryland, and you'll see the very top of the telegram that's there says Baltimore, Maryland, January 25th, 1940. And they sent this telegram to my mother and father, and you see it's Aunt May and Uncle Al, and congratulating them. New life, new happiness. Another thing about this date is, I'll show you later, but many of my family were born at the latter part of January, and they had a big bet on whose birthday I would be born on. My Uncle Bites was on January 24th, and my Uncle Mimi was on January 26th, and I happened to be born right between them, political even back then. But anyway, they took him to Johns Hopkins, and they started leaching the poisons, the mercury, from his body. Al Capone was supposed to be my godfather, but because he was at Johns Hopkins, his son stood in for him. And this telegram also, you see, this is from Grandma. Not only was May and Al at Baltimore, but my grandma was too. She idolized her son, Alphonse. And she would pray the rosary all day long for forgiveness. She would go to Mass every day, and she would shroud herself in black garments, go to Mass, come back to the house, and then change to her pretty silks and satins and nylon stockings. But, she knew the family was a good family, and they were just misrepresented and misunderstood. Anybody that knew any of my family that had any interaction with any Capone said that they were good people. And we